Hello, Sagittarius. This is Ayana Nicole with the Enlightened Path Tarot. Welcome back, and for all the newbies, welcome. So, Sagittarius, I am coming with your March 2018 general reading, and this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I've already got your 10 cards laid out. I am going to be clarifying on camera, and this month we're going to be doing something a little bit different, Sagittarius, as I am going to give you guys the view of the cards instead of just holding them up. So, Sagittarius, without any clarification, what I see for March 2018 is for the group that this will resonate with. Um, I don't see anything but conflict. I see a lot of dishonesty, and unfortunately, Sagittarius, I think that you guys may be kind of playing the villain this month in March. So I'm just going to give you a view of what I'm looking at. I'm going to tilt this down here for you guys. So here at the center of the reading, what I have here is the Five of Rods crossed by the Tower. So with the Five of Rods, it's letting me know that there was a conflict where you and other parties could not get on the same page. There may have been some disagreements already brewing, and then all of a sudden there's this change, and it could be a quite chaotic change with the Tower. The point of the Tower is to cause disruption, because the Tower, if you look at this card, Sag, the Tower is about this old structure that is no longer serving you, falling away. So once all the rubble and debris is cleared, there's this opportunity to build anew. So this can be quite uncomfortable because Tower moments do come on quite suddenly, and often that means that parties involved can feel quite blindsided. So what I see at the base of the read, and I'm going to read the following cards together. So what I see at the base of the read is the Nine of Rods. The immediate past, I have the Two of Rods here. And then crowning the reading is my deck's version of the Hermit card, which is my deck's wise one. So when I see these three in a combination, Sag, what I'm seeing here is you guys have been guarded. And with you being guarded, there may have been these moments of stubbornness, of standing your ground, refusing to accept no, and just wanting quite quite true to your Sagittarius nature, wanting things to go your way. Sagittarius, you guys are a fire sign, and with that, you often run as the leaders of the pack. And when you're not able to lead, Sagittarius, you become kind of upside down, which is what we're seeing in your ninth spot with this Queen of Rods, which is definitely fire energy in reverse. So this is that stubborn unwillingness to compromise that we're seeing here with the Five of Rods. With the Two of Rods, you guys in the recent past were already kind of mulling over the situation. You were seeing it, and you may have been wondering, which way to take this particular situation with the people that you're dealing with all of the conflict. And you guys weren't sure. So what we see crowning the reading with the Hermit card is definitely about you guys isolating yourself, going within, really thinking things over. And if you see, there's fire there in this card. And there's also a butterfly. So you guys may have been trying to find a solution, or you may have really been thinking how to get out of this. But there was definitely, the month of March is going to definitely show you doing a lot of contemplating, a lot of thinking, You're going to be in your head about this situation. And you've already been doing a lot of thinking in the recent past. The immediate future, Sag, again, this is mental energy with the Eight of Swords. This is about, once again, isolating yourself and maybe feeling slighted because things are not going your way. And with the Eight of Swords, I always call this like one of the pity party cards. You may be throwing yourself a little bit of a pity party because things have not gone the way that you would like them to go. In the self position, Sag, the Seven of Swords. You guys aren't being honest. You may be being quite manipulative, quite mischievous, excuse me. And you're not laying it all out there, and you're not being very open. Some of you guys may actually be sneaking off and not being very honest with the partners that you're dealing with in this situation in March. This is not very positive, Sag. What I see with the individuals around you, Sag, they're going to feel left out in the cold. Some things that happen here with this tower moment are not only going to affect you in a negative way, but it's also going to hurt them as well. So Sag, I caution you, because I do believe in karma, and I believe every day we create karma. I caution you to keep that in mind in your actions in the month of March. When looking at your actions and dealing with those around you, keep in mind that you create karma. Because this is the card of the people outside of you, these external entities. And as you can see, they're not feeling very great either. So the ninth spot, and I've already showed you this card, is the Eight of Rods. The ninth spot for me is my angels and my guides' way of saying, hey, don't forget about this. So when I see the Queen of Rods in reverse, the feeling that I get is that the universe is cautioning you to act in a more upright fashion. Act as a king or a queen would. Be fair, be honest, be kind, okay? Because in the reverse, this queen is not fair. She is not kind. She has quite a temper, and she's not considerate of others. What I see in the final outcome, Sag, is the High Priestess, and this is my card's Hierophant. I'm sorry, this is my deck's Hierophant, but it's in reverse. So once again, Sag, I see you going back to this Nine of Rods, being quite stubborn and refusing to conform, refusing to get on the same page with everyone else. This is about rejection. When I see the High Priestess or the Hierophant in reverse, and what I'm seeing is rejection. It is stubbornness. This is just refusing to go with the flow of everyone else, and definitely having that Queen of Rods attitude and acting as such. So Sag, if you're watching this video, because I believe that people are led when they're checking out tarot videos for advice and for clarity. I'm just going to turn this up for the moment. Here we go. Sag, I definitely believe that the universe will guide you when clarity is needed, especially if you're coming up on a tower moment, and take it as a gift from the universe that kind of says, hey, you may want to watch the way you step, and I'm going to give you a warning. So if what I'm saying to you right now is resonating with you, whether you're Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising, just be careful about your actions in March, because once again, you do create karma. And I know when Sag cannot have Sag's way, Sag can be very hard headed. And Sag can have that Knight of Rods or that Queen of Rods energy in reverse and can be quite brutal, hurting those around him or her. So I'm going to clarify because I want to get a better understanding and I want you guys to get a better understanding. The first card that I want to clarify here is definitely the Eight of Swords, which is your immediate future. And guys, if you've been with me for a while, you know that immediate future for me always is always within the next 30 days. When I do personal readings, that is what has been evident for my clients and I. It's always within the next 30 days. So sometime in March, going into the beginning of April, we've got the Eight of Swords, and I just want to get a clarification. There's going to be strength needed here, Sag. There's going to be some troubles here. Not only do we see this Eight of Swords energy where you're isolating yourself and you're going off by yourself again, just like with the Hermit card crowning the reading, you're going to have to dig deep. You're going to have to really, really dig deep. I want to clarify, I'm not going to take all of those. I want to clarify the Tower card, which is crossing the center of the spread, and I want to see if we can get a little bit of understanding about the changes. So, Sag, the card that popped out. So with these changes, it kind of explains itself. We got the Tower card here at the center of the reading, and clarifying this Tower card is the Eight of Cups. So Sag, I'm understanding now. The reason we see the Eight of Swords and the Strength card in the immediate future is because someone's going to be walking away. Someone's going to be leaving the situation that's already full of conflict, already full of turmoil, and it could be you, or it could be the partners that you're dealing with, or the partner that you're dealing with. I'm not going to call this a love reading because honestly, this is the only cup card that I've gotten. But it very well could be a love reading because the energy governing the spread was the King of Cups and it was in reverse. So that speaks to me of disharmony. You know, the King of Cups in reverse is also not very happy energy. So Sag, I want to get a, okay. So I'm shuffling and I've got these two that pop over. Okay, Sag. I wanted to clarify your Queen of Rods in reverse, and I'm shuffling and these two cards pop up, and I want you to take a look at what I'm looking at. And I want to make sure that this is the way that I see them. So I've got the Ten of Cups in reverse, so there is once again that disharmony here. When I see the cups in reverse, all the love, all of the positive emotion spilling out. But then I also have the Magician. And when I see the Magician with the Ten of Cups in reverse, with the Queen of Rods in reverse, this combination, automatically the Magician doesn't just feel like creating and having the tools to create. When I place the Magician in this spread with the Nine of Rods, with the Five of Pentacles, with the Seven of Swords, Sag, that is in your self place, the Magician speaks to me of manipulation, the way it would if it came out in reverse. I'm reading this as an entirety, okay? And I'm also going off of the emotions that I'm feeling and I'm channeling. My advice to you, Sag, if this reading is resonating with you, my advice to you in the month of March is to watch your actions. Because what I am seeing in March for you guys is a lot of upheaval and upset. And it seems like it's been brewing. whatever this is, whatever this situation is, it just doesn't just pop up in March. It's the changes pop up in March with the Tower moment, but the events leading up have definitely been present in the month of February, even in the months of January and December. This is a build up where finally in the month of March, with this Eight of Cups and this Tower card together, you see someone leaving. And the Eight of Cups is, I'm done. I'm just, I can't take it no more. Deuces, goodbye, I'm out of here. Um, and there is that Tower moment. There is that upheaval. Sag, I don't know if this is you that is leaving. I strongly, I do strongly feel like, Sag, this may be you leaving a situation, but I also feel like you're not being very honest in the situation. Or if you are, you're finding out that your partner may not be being honest if you're dealing with a fire sign like yourself, because I do have this Queen of Rods in reverse. So some of you Sagittarius may be dealing with fire signs. And if it's you that's being honest, you may be finding that they're not being very honest. But I do have the Seven of Swords in the upright in your position. I'm going to clarify the High Priest. Okay. Yeah. So Sag, I see maybe it's you that's walking away. With this Knight of Rods taking action, this is again fire energy. And I was just getting ready to clarify the High Priest, the Hierophant in reverse. This is the Knight of Rods taking action. And the thing about this Knight is, yes, he moves very, very swiftly. But sometimes he can move so swiftly that others get knocked down around him, or there's a disregard for others' feelings and emotions and what they want. Because this guy really does charge in. If you look at his face, there's this determination. And Sag, I definitely believe that this is you in that Nine of Rods kind of energy. Just gonna do what you want to do. And others around you may get hurt, but Sag, you may also end up being hurt in the end. So yeah, watch how you move and watch how you deal with other Sag in the month of March. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I feel like that's it. Sag, in the month of March, definitely, if this is resonating with you, definitely watch how you're dealing with the individuals that are in this situation. And just remember that we create our karma with every action that we do. Karma can be good and karma can be bad. And it just depends on the energy that you put out. So with that said, I'm going to close out, and I will see you guys in about 2 weeks for mid-March and see how this situation has progressed and changed. And Sag, thanks for joining me. If you haven't checked out the website or you're interested in booking a personal read, I've got some information in the description box, as well as you guys can check out www.enlightenedpathtarot.com. Also got more information there, and I wish you the best of luck. Happy March, Sagittarius.